Oh, hello. Welcome. Please take a seat. And, oh, it's very nice to meet you. What can I help you with today? Oh, okay. Do you have an account with us? Okay. Go ahead and give me your name. And do you know the last four of your account number? Okay, no problem. I can probably pull it up here. And your address? Okay, perfect. And how are you doing today? Very good, very good. I'm doing well, very, very well. All right, so, and for today, you are interested in basically just diversifying your portfolio a little bit. Okay, great. So I have your account information up right here. Let's see what we can do. I can see that you have several holdings here. Let's take a look at your positions. It looks like, well, it looks like to date, at least you're in a gain position, but just over the last several months, things have not been going so well here, which is okay. That's generally seems to be the theme of the year. But no problem. We can definitely take a look here and get you invested in some things that are going to be very helpful for your portfolio. So can you tell me how much you are looking to invest today? How much do you have on hand that you're thinking about putting into new investments? And or are you considering pulling out of anything and reinvesting it? Okay, very, very good. You know, I think that it's generally a great rule of thumb when you get really any kind of income. I think that you should be looking to invest a percentage of it. So I think you're in a good position if you just receive your end of your bonus and you're thinking about putting a portion of that into your stocks, bonds, and cash investments. I think that's a great idea. You always want to be looking to putting a portion of it in investments so that you can earn a return on them. But, you know, you do want to keep in mind that since we are kind of looking at a down stock market right now, that you don't want to put anything into your investments that you're considering taking out within the next like 3 to 5 years would be a good rule of thumb. But if you are interested in keeping your money in your investments long term to grow over time, and it's going to be more of a retirement fund, then I think it's completely fine if, you know, whatever amount you're comfortable with putting in, that you're not looking to pull out in the short term over the next 3 to 5 years. I think that's fine to go ahead and invest that here into some stocks and bonds, okay? All right, so let's look at this information tech ETF. And currently the share prices are $332.46. So just and I can see that, let's see, over the last year the share price has dropped from $4.50 down to the $3.30. So it hasn't really been doing so well. Let's see, over the last month, well, the share price has essentially, it's gone down and it's gone up it started the month around 3:30, and that's where it's currently at. I think that, past performance doesn't necessarily indicate future. Since it's an information technology fund, historically these have been shown to go up over time. So I think we could probably go ahead and buy probably about 10 shares of this ETF, this IT ETF. And the ETF is going to be invested in multiple information technology stocks. So it's already diversified in and of itself. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep that. We'll keep that on the list, and we'll look at a couple more. Let's see. We've got, what else could we put you into? Some say that Uber is kind of just a dying investment that has really done pretty poorly over time. Some may say that. I say that Uber is a wonderful investment. I mean, I love taking Uber everywhere. So a lot of people say that if you buy, the product or service from the company, then it's a great thing to invest in. So what do you think? Do you take Uber? Okay, so then even though, over the last year, the share price has dipped from 45 down to 27, I think you could probably go ahead and invest in it at a nice dip right now. And I'm sure that it'll go up in the future, probably. So why don't we say 100 shares of that, of Uber. And the last one was the IT ETF. Okay. So that's going to put us around... Okay. So right there, just with those two investments, we're already looking at about $6,000. How do I get compensated? So I typically receive a commission of everything that I'm selling. It varies. The percentage of commission, it varies. Let's see what else we can do. So what's interesting here is, let's see, I actually really like this. Well, no, let's look around a bit. We need to shop around here. Okay, what about this? So, space stock. So this is a space company. Over the last year, the share price has done pretty poorly, but you can pretty much say that about anything in the stock market right now. So over the last year, it's dropped quite a bit, from $14 a share down to currently it's sitting at $4.81 a share. Now again, I typically like to have a mindset where I'm looking far into the future. So if you think that you're going to be holding onto this stock for, 10, 15, 20 years, and we're looking at a share price of about $5 per share, first of all, over time, the stock market typically tends to go up. Second of all, if we look at trends in the future, space travel, space adventure, space leisure travel is definitely going to be up and coming. So this company, I would say, is going to be a great investment if you're looking to just kind of buy shares and passively sit on them for another 15 to 20 years and you're not thinking about selling. Since the price is only $4.81 per share, even if we buy 100 shares, it's only $400. right? Yeah, it's only $400. So I would say that this is an excellent investment, you know, even though it has performed pretty poorly over the past few years. At its highest, it had a share price of 45, and now it's sitting at 5. But again, you know, past performance is not necessarily an indicator of future. So I'm going to go ahead and put you down here for 100 shares of that. And those are, you know, a very, very cheap stock. So now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find us one that is a lot more pricey and has great prospects for success. So let's see here. Okay, here's a good one. I would say, you know, we could probably invest some money in Boeing, the airplane company. Currently, the price is $174 for those per share. And again, you know, this one just has not performed well at all over the last few years. But I mean, it's an airplane company, and air travel is just becoming more and more important as people want to move around the world faster. Not only that, but Boeing also has government contracts, so it provides a lot of intelligence to the US government. And so I think that for that reason, it would be an excellent investment. We could probably do, let me think here, if we bought 20 shares, that would be about $3,500. And that's 20 shares of Boeing. So we are, you know, we're right around that $10,000 mark. The last thing that I would say is, you know, because you're so young, you still have kind of a lot of ups and downs in the stock market to happen before you want to pull this money out in retirement. So that's why I'm advising these stock investments. You also have a couple of options as far as if you want to put any money into bonds, if you want to put any money into cash equivalents, which are, well, the cash equivalents are pretty safe investments, but they have a much lower rate of return. And same with bonds. Bonds are typically less risky than stocks, but they also generate a lower rate of return because you're essentially just lending money to a borrower, and the borrower might default on the bonds. So let me ask you a question. Are you interested at all in looking into investments in bonds or cash equivalents of any sort today? Yes, so I do have, you know, I have this aggregate bond ETF. So this is going to be a fund that's invested in multiple bonds. So it's going to be diversified. You know, it's a little different than just outright buying bonds, because with the ETF, since it is already diversified, there's going to be a small percentage of management fee because somebody is managing it. But it's hardly even noticeable, honestly. So the price of this, you know, fund per share is $25. So if you're looking to maybe put in an extra 1,000, then that would look like we can purchase 40 shares of the bond. And let's see, 40 times 25 is the 1,000. Okay. All right, so I will go ahead and put all of those acquisitions in for you, and we will purchase all of those stocks and bonds for you today at the prices that we discussed. And you should you should see them in your account by the end of the day today. If not, it'll definitely show up tomorrow. But I can guarantee you that these are going to be some very solid investments. I think you're going to be very happy with the returns that you get on them over the next, 10 to 20 years. And yes, I think you'll be very happy. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. Here is my contact information. And we'll talk very soon. Okay? Okay. Have a great day.